Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We're talking about the Week 6 2009 football game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Niners coming off of a big win on Monday Night Football. I can honestly tell you that I am very surprised that the NFL did not flex this game into the Sunday night NBC affair, because Sunday night they will be airing the Chargers versus the Steelers on national television. Niners and Rams are going to stay more than likely on Fox in the 1 o'clock hole. Maybe they didn't want to showcase the 49ers 2 weeks in a row. You know, Monday Night Football is not what it used to be, but still nationally televised game. Maybe not fair for them to be on back-to-back weeks. Maybe we can blame the Rams for missing those 2 field goals, losing to the Bucks. Maybe it's their fault. We're undefeated. You can't look at us. But this Niner fan has his feet on the ground. I know that there's a lot of talk out there. Basically, people saying that the 49ers are an elite football team, putting us in the top 5 in the league. I'm not 100% there yet. One of the measuring sticks for us, I think, is going to be this week against the Los Angeles Rams. I also think that the game against the Seahawks, I'm not sure what week that is, but that's a big game. I know that we beat the Seahawks last year, but that's one of the big hurdles that we have to beat. I think that we definitely were a diminished football team, nothing of the team that we are now. But at the same way, I think the Seahawks are pretty beat up in that game as well. I honestly, as a 49er fan, I don't care about the draft status. I just was honestly mad that we beat the Seahawks last year with that team, I believe with Nick Mullins at quarterback, because of the fact when I wanted to beat the Seahawks, I really wanted to beat them, and I wanted to beat them, with a team that I can remember that game with, because I remember all the beatdowns that they really put down on us. Big story of the week is that the San Francisco 49ers are going to be playing without their right tackle, Mike McGlinchey. He was our number 1 pick. Whenever you take an offensive lineman in the first round, it's not sexy, but it builds the team, and definitely, just like they did a few years ago when they took 2 first-round picks on the offensive line, the offensive line got better really fast. And in not having him for probably the next 4 to 6 weeks because of him getting his knee scoped, you're not going to see the running game be as well. You're going to possibly lose a lot of pass protection there. So the Niners got a tough one coming. The Niners aren't the only ones that are hurting as of right now. Todd Gurley, at this time, he might not even play on Sunday. Because of the fact that he's come down with a quad injury. He did not practice yesterday or today. And you got to think of, what Gurley went through. Definitely in the Super Bowl. He was not the same player throughout the playoffs or in the Super Bowl that he was. And he's sort of taken a lot of flack for, not, basically going all out in that game. And that was something the Rams were really missing, was that running game in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. So, do you give him as much rest as he needs right now in the regular season, hopefully saving him for later on in the season? Something's going on with him. He just hasn't been the same player, since the injury last year, since he came back. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't want him to put on the red and gold and run for us, but we got a pretty good back as it is. So, Todd Gurley's, when healthy, the best running back there is in football. So, we'll see what we get from there. But the Niners are going to have to more than likely play a perfect game on Sunday to win this game. There's no other way to put it. I mean, the Rams are a team that went to the Super Bowl last year. Even though they lost the game to the Bucks, they lost the game to they lost a really close game. I don't remember who they lost. They missed the field goal at the end of the game. Who the hell was that against? But one way or another, We'll see with this one. I'll be rushing home to see the end of it. I'll tell you that much. I think the Niners got a chance. I'll tell you that I picked them in my Pick'em league, but the Rams coming out and just having a great game, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Nick Bosa, he came alive last week in that Monday Night Football game, going after Baker Mayfield, who I think is still a good quarterback, but hopefully we can see him running after Jared Goff, getting throughout that offensive line. Definitely, that's another thing. One of the reasons why probably Gurley isn't, getting the carries that he has in the past is that, the offensive line for the Rams is probably one of the weakest things on that football team. And, Nick Bosa and the rest of the guys having one hell of a game is probably going to be a real big plus for the Niners there. So let's see what Richard Sherman and the defense can put together. Let's go out there and win us a football game and just keep on plugging on. See you guys.